All right, welcome back to the show. Nothing more exciting in Vegas than coming up on a big fight weekend.
Yeah.
And a holiday weekend, man. It's going to be just turbocharged
well, this is the
there.
best because, this Sunday is the big UFC fight, and normally, because I'm such a wimp because I wake up so early, I'd have to pass, but seeing we have Monday off, I'll be there getting hammered cheering my ass off for, like, one of our next guests, too.
We got to welcome to the show Aljamain Sterling. He, by the way, is undefeated. The man has never tasted defeat. Welcome to the show, my friend.
So, guys, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here this morning. We appreciate this.
Now, Aljamain, I think it's fair to tell you, you are in the undefeated Marco and Jeetz X1075 studios. We have yet to have a UFC fighter on our show and have them lose. So we need you to keep up with the tradition, my man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. That's 2 for 2. The other place I was at, they said the same exact thing.
Well, they're lying.
Yeah,
they were.
I don't know who they were, but they're
We had Misha in here, and, we all know what happened there. We've had a few others,
Yeah,
too.
Misha's first interview before winning the championship was with us. So, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
So, Aljamain, here we are, Tuesday. This going down Sunday. Explain to people kind of what happens fight week for you. Your regimen, your thought process. I know you're doing the media thing, but you're undefeated, and a lot of people are looking at you in this. What are you? Where are you in it?
You know, it's fight week is always one of the more stressful weeks for training and just dialing in, trying to lose the last few pounds to get ready for the fight. And for me, this is like the first time I'm actually doing a lot more media obligations. So, trying to be professional and still trying to figure out how to make everything work and still get my training and still get the weight off and still be able to come out and talk to good people like you guys and
look at that.
Get the word out there.
Great answer. Great answer.
I'm going out there to beat somebody up. So, right now I'm just training. Just right now getting the weight off and get ready to go.
What's your diet consist of right now? Water?
A lot of water. Actually, this morning for breakfast, I took a bite of half of a lemon. And I had 6
lemon?
6 gummy bears on top of that.
6 gummy bears?
Man.
So I haven't actually had breakfast yet, and I've just been drinking a ton of water. Stay hydrated. No sodium right now. Cut all the water out, and this makes it a lot easier for me to
How do you tell the women to stay away from you fight week, or do you have to increase weight? I mean, what does it work,
Right.
Because
there's one or two sides to it. Either indulge or you abstain.
My girlfriend does a pretty good job of making sure they stay away. So
okay, I bet, right?
Yeah. So
But I mean, to avoid the loving on fight week, like we've had some fighters on here, like look, man, I just have to abstain from the good loving because I got to keep up my testosterone or whatever.
Oh no! I'm the exact opposite. I want more of it. So I think the more the better. And that's something I've always been doing. So I've never really looked at it as that old school mentality of I don't know how people even did that.
He's like, let me rephrase. I'll tell you what I really had for breakfast this morning.
So on Sunday, Aljamain will be healthy and happy, right?
Yeah.
I want to remind everybody, too, you go to the Marco and Jeetz Facebook page. We got this interview up live right now on Facebook Live. Jeetz is spelled Jeetz. Just click on the like and enjoy the interview with us. Comment along with us.
Yeah, we should also mention you are headlining the Fight Pass this weekend, and that obviously is a huge deal. You talked about doing the increased media. The undefeated thing obviously is what's starting to swell. We were checking Twitter and stuff, and everyone's like, the man's never tasted defeat. Is that more pressure as it goes up? Because
or is your confidence higher? Yeah.
At some point, people would go, look, you can't win them all. Yeah. But in your mind, I'm like, assuming you're like, well, why the hell not?
Yeah, 100%. There's 2 ways to think about it, and that's definitely one of the ways is why the hell not? And the other way I look at it as everyone can lose, so what I try to do is do everything I can in fight preparation to make sure that doesn't happen. And it's just being realistic. I know what the worst possible outcomes are, and it's losing. Once you're okay and understand what that is, then it's kind of like you can get past that and just focus on what you need to do to be successful. So that's pretty much how I look at it and how I approach the game. It's a ton of pressure, but man, at the end of the day, everyone loses. It's not the end of the world. For me, I just look at it as another fight. All I got to do is go out there and perform. It's going to be a good night. So,
all right,
best way.
Aljamain, we got you in here. We got to talk about the nickname. Now, it said it came from your wrestling background or whatever, but where did Funk how do you go from beating, you're a very accomplished wrestler, so how do you go from wrestling people into submission to be turned into the Funk Master?
Well, I was never really good at the basic fundamentals of wrestling, like sprawling, taking a basic shot, double legs, high crotches, single legs. I would always just scrap, you know.
Right.
I always end up in these crazy scrambles. People loved it. And even in the wrestling room, my teammates will always say, like, man, you're really funky, bro. Like, you do some really crazy stuff. They're like, I thought I had you, and then I didn't. So I almost do, like, some Houdini things. It's like I just get out of the craziest positions and end up getting a takedown sometimes. Most of the time, actually. So it just kind of came about. Someone had the name Funky already, which is the name I originally wanted, but I didn't want to take someone else's nickname. It's kind of somebody I mimicked my fight style after.
So you didn't have like a leopard print fur coat and come dancing to the matches or nothing, right? They're like, damn, Aljamain's funky, dude.
When your nickname is Funkmaster, your after parties have to be ridiculous. You got to live up to that.
Yeah, we have a pretty good time. We definitely know how to party.
Speaking of after parties, when we have Misha Tate in here, part of her process was, I'm already envisioning winning and being the champ. So she already had her after party totally planned out. And on the air here, she invited Holly to her after party. This is a few days before the fight.
That's ballsy.
Isn't that?
That's ballsy. Do you already have your party planned? Do you know where you're going?
I think my managers, they mentioned something, but for me, I'm a little different. I'm not really focused on that, but I definitely envision my dancing shoes on and me
doing a Funkmaster.
Doing the Funkmaster.
Now you said he just cruised into Vegas yesterday or last night, right?
Got in like 6, yeah.
So obviously, leading up to the fight, it's all concentration and whatever. So after the fight, though, you talk about an after party. Do you stay for an extra day or two and kind of taste the sights and sounds of Las Vegas and kind of do it up? What do you do?
Yeah, for sure. I had my first fight, my first UFC fight here. I made my debut at Mandalay Bay. And then I just made a rookie mistake. I left the very next day.
Right.
I did a fight at like 10 a.m. I didn't realize.
Oh, no.
And no one told me, like, yeah, you don't want to stay a few extra days. I was like, no, I didn't even think about that. And then when everyone was like, yeah, I'm hanging out, I'm like, my flights, I got to go home. So now this time, I'm much more mature. I understand everything now. So now I'm staying out here till Wednesday morning to make sure I get my fair due out in Vegas this time.
I love it. You go, I'm much more mature now, so I'm saying 3 extra days to get wasted.
Part of me growing up was getting the hell out of Vegas. Yeah. Funkmaster grows up, he's staying in Vegas.
But that's a good move, dude, because there's a lot of fun to be had, especially after you win, because you are in the Undefeated Marco and Jeetz studio, so you are winning. And then after you just celebrate till Wednesday, dude, you'll have a blast.
Not many tickets left, but it is UFC Fight Night, Mandalay Bay Event Center. And going to be an awesome time, mainly because, of course, you're fighting. And we've got this whole Undefeated thing. But you're talking about Monday, most people not working, the party, the environment's just absolutely going to be crazy. Real quick about the person you're going against. You don't seem like a smack talker kind of a guy. But do you, anything you want to say out there? Throw something out there?
I made a bunch of verbal jabs at this guy already. I think the guy, he claims to be the best in the weight class, being a grappler, and I think I'm the best in the weight class, being the grappler, and I'm gonna fight the best guy. So I called him out for the challenge. He was trying to avoid me for as long as he could.
Oh, he's just a punk.
He finally has to meet his maker. So.
I love that. It's time to meet the maker.
He dates Misha Tate. I think she's awesome. Nothing against her, but it's just like, bro, how do you date a guy who just keeps turning down all these fights? These guys have been calling him out, not just me. The entire division is pretty much all the guy on. He just turns everybody down. So it's like, I don't know how she puts up with that kind of stuff. That's why I call him Mr. Cupcake. But
yes,
I definitely think he's a skilled opponent. But at the end of the day, I call it how I see it. So
so is it Mr. Cupcake with the sprinkles on top too?
The sprinkles on top. Yeah, a little cherry on there.
Little Hello Kitty emblem on there.
Aljamain, do you think he's getting some earned media just because of who he's dating? Is that part of it?
Oh, 100%. I think he lives in he lives in his girlfriend's shadow, which is ridiculous. Like, I understand if you did nothing in her field, then that's cool. But you do the same exact thing, and she's taking these tough fights, and you aren't. So it's like, what are you doing with your life? Like, come on, bro, make a name for yourself. So that's what kind of bothers me about that guy. Besides that, I just want the challenge. That's really what I want.
My God, this is amazing. I want to see you guys fight, but then I want to see your girlfriend and Misha fight. This is like a big family thing now.
He's like, my girlfriend, I throw a couple combinations. So. I don't know if she can handle Misha though, but I don't know.
Wait a minute, this is a brilliant idea. Intergender mixed martial arts fight. What do you think?
Hey, be quiet. We'll save it for UFC 200. We gotta save that.
Yeah,
We
you
gotta save
know,
it.
we keep giving Dana White these $1 million
I
ideas.
know.
One of these days he'll take us up on it.
Look, we should mention. By the way, that is great smack talk. I mean, that is awesome.
That's
right
the
there.
best we've had in this studio.
Honestly, it is. You went right after him. I love that.
Yeah, it's you know, like I said, I don't hate the guy. I just don't understand what he stands for. It's like
He's got the sprinkles on top, dog. You know what I mean?
He's content with where he's at, and I think that's the difference between him and I. I'm hungry for this. I want to win the belt for myself. I think he's trying to find the easiest path to get there, path of least resistance. I'm willing to take on all comers. So.
And you're ready to charge through walls.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I got to mention, tickets for this are available at Ticketmaster. This Sunday, this is going to be great. You're amping this up, Greg. I'm excited. I was excited about this before, but to see you, to meet you, and your focus and everything.
We'll both be there. So if you,
Matter of fact, I will bring some cupcakes after you win. Come on over and take a bite out of one. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for this now. All right, here we go. UFC Fight Night. And again, this Sunday night, tickets, just a few, at Ticketmaster. Make sure you check that out. It is the Funk Master, Aljamain Sterling. Thank you for being here this morning.
Aljamain, before you leave, for people listening who are fans or just newly fans, how can they get a hold of you? How can they access you, like Twitters or whatever?
Yeah, you guys can reach me on the Instagram and the Twitter at funkmaster_UFC. And you guys can also send me personal direct messages on my website, aljamainsterling.com. I normally do a pretty good job of getting back to people, so I like to interact with the fans.
That's great, man.
Nice. That's
great.
awesome. Best of luck to you.
We'll be there cheering you on.
Yeah, man. The city's excited. I know the world's excited to see you.
Keep this studio undefeated, my man.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it.
Good juju.
We'll rename it the Cupcake Studio if you want after you beat it. Do whatever you want. This is your studio, Aljamain. Thanks for being here again. It's Marco and Jeetz X 1075.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you.